government officials here tonight.
Sal, I'm the City Council.
Do you have anything to report, sir?
I'd be glad to say a couple of things. Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody. That's one. That's one. It's a pleasure to be back here. First, let me thank you all for the opportunity to represent this great neighborhood. And I look forward to serving you for the next 2 years. Very excited. We have a new mayor. As you know, we got sworn in on Monday. It was a very exciting ceremony. I don't know if you got a chance to see it on TV, but it was very, very nice. I had the opportunity to have dinner with the mayor on Tuesday night, so he's really looking forward to working with us in the neighborhoods. He said that he would like to visit all the neighborhoods with the city councilors. So it was a dinner with all the city council. So he's looking forward to working with the city council, and I'm looking forward to working with him and his new staff. It's all new faces in City Hall, and every day there's more appointments. Some of the things that we still want, that I want to do, is continue working with this group on neighborhood issues, and you know, with the new Public Works Commissioner, maybe some of the things that we talk about here, we could probably have a look at it and work with us, because he's looking to learn and listen to neighborhoods, which I think is really great. As you know, we got a petition from 800 residents from the North End that want us to really look at the trash issue and how we put out trash. We were supposed to have a hearing on December 17th, and we canceled that hearing because the commissioner resigned. She was leaving on the 6th. And there's going to be a new commissioner. It made sense, and that day actually it was a snowstorm, so it actually worked out well. So I will refile that resolution for a hearing, and we'll have another hearing at City Hall, and hopefully we could attend. So I'm here tonight to listen and hopefully work on some issues for the next 2 years. And I'll be glad to take any questions or concerns. No? Great. Thank you.
Okay, I was remiss in not mentioning as usual that Matt is taping this event. Matt from NorthEndWaterfront.com, and also Phil is here from the Regional Review. Other government representatives are here.
Patrick Lyons, representing Aaron Mikewith. He actually plans on making it here. He's running a little late, but.
Okay, great. Maria?
Maria Lanza on behalf of Council of Flag.
And Maria?
Hi, everybody. Maria Pablo on behalf of Senator Petroselli.
All right, thank you.
Hi.
And Nicole Leo?
Mayor Walsh's office.
Okay, so we will start with the President's report. I'm not going to speak very long. We have a full agenda. We have 3 voting items. We have Amy from the Greenway who's going to report on that, and John Nucci will be joining us from Suffolk University for a rare opportunity to have some input into student behavior in the North End and to see how John's planning to control that. So let's start with the membership committee report. Mary, you want to say anything?
Just to remind everyone that membership dues are for 2014 are now due. A lot of people have paid tonight. What you just have to do is get a membership form from me if nothing's changed, just sign it and date it and give it back to me with your dues. And I also want to remind everyone that if you are a member and you haven't checked in, please do so. It's the only way that we have of keeping track of who's here and who's eligible to vote. And for new members, I just want to remind you that you have to have attended 1 meeting in the past 6 months to be eligible to vote, and this is the only way that we can keep track of whether you are eligible to vote. So, thank you.
I might also say that members who have an email address but are getting mailed the agendas might give the email address to Mary or Elizabeth, our secretary, because stamps are going up 3 cents soon, and it's costing us quite a bit to mail out agendas. You can get it by email, and then you can pick up one here when you come in if you want to make notes. So that would be very helpful. I did want to make one announcement. The Good Neighbor Award for January is going to go to the Molinari brothers, who do a great job of keeping up the Sacred Heart Church and all the area around it. So Janet Gelati will be taking a picture with them. Okay, next report is Ian from Parks and Open Space.
Okay, did everyone get a copy of this? Parks meeting the first Tuesday of every month here at the Nazaro Center at 7 o'clock. And on this map of the city of Boston, it indicates the north end in this little tiny violet section up in the top northeast section of Boston. And on the second page, it lists all the parks in the city of Boston. And also the parks in the central area. The largest area being West Roxbury has over 1,000 acres of open space. The north end only has 20 acres of open space. And some of our parks were designed by the most famous landscape architects in the country at their time. And if you're interested in helping us preserve and maintain these parks for current and future generations, please attend. And also this past Tuesday, David, Victor, and I attended a meeting, an environmental meeting in Jamaica Plain at English High School. And the concerns of many of the other neighborhoods are the same concerns that we have in the north end. And hopefully, we will get our concerns resolved with the assistance from Sal. So, thank you all, and I hope to see you at the next meeting in February. Thank you.
Thank you. David, zoning, licensing, and construction?
Yeah, there's a written ZLC committee report at the front desk. If you can get one, definitely get one on your way out. Please read the first page if you can get through it between discussions here, because the information does relate to the votes that will be taken tonight. I will be leaving the chairmanship, the co-chairmanship of the ZLC committee. I'm leaving the ZLC committee after 10 years of doing it. Bill Lee asked me to do it actually more than 10 years ago now. So I will no longer be involved in ZLC. Much of what I was doing is likely going to fall on co-chair Victor Branya, and possibly other members of the executive committee. So I urge you folks who care about zoning, licensing, and major development projects to attend the ZLC committee meetings and support the work that these folks will be doing and participate as well.
David, do we have any prospective items on the next ZLC agenda?
Assuming that our ZLC email address has been working, if it has been working, then the answer is no, there are no applications yet. And that's why at the bottom of the second page of the ZLC report on the back, for the first time in a long time, I don't list any agenda items. And also partly out of deference to those who will be running the meeting that night. Thank you.
Jim, may I? I'd like to address three things. One, who would like to be co-chair with me of the zoning licensing and construction committee?
Raise your hand.
And raise your hand, or if you want to,
You
you can, you're not a member of NEWRA.
You don't have to be, I just have to listen and write it down.
Okay. So you don't have to decide now, but please think about it and let me know, or let Jim know, or let anybody know. The word will get back to me. The second thing I want to mention is Jim asked me why am I all dressed up. This is my courtroom suit. We had a hearing today on the second of the North End 10 cases having to do with the preservation of the end of Long Wharf. It was taken under advisement, so I can't report on that. But what I can report is that Judge Fahey gave us a Christmas present. Just before Christmas, she wrote an opinion. We have been trying to get before the court information that Sanjoy, the lead plaintiff in the case, had dug up over the past year or two, and the BRA was resisting it. The judge said, yes, it should be heard by the Department of Environmental Protection. That is, she remanded the case to the DEP, vacated the Chapter 91 license, and instructed them to consider all the new evidence that we brought up. So that's. Significance of the information is that two maps. To what extent is Long Wharf a park, and does it include the area where the site of the restaurant would be? What do you call it? The shade pavilion. BRA had a map which they say does not include it, and therefore they can do what they want on the site. Sanjoy turned up a map from the National Park Service Land and Water Conservation Fund that says, no, it's the entire end of Long Wharf, which includes the shade pavilion. And that is to be considered by the Department of Environmental Protection, and starts the process all over again, because the Chapter 91 license, which would have given the BRA the right to build a restaurant, has been vacated by the judge. So, and the third thing I want to mention is just, as we know, applicants who come before NEWRA sometimes change their story as things go on, and I happened to be at the licensing board today and asked for a copy of the public advertisement regarding Ida's Restaurant and the change of licensee to Mr. De Pasquale. When Mr. De Pasquale came before us and we voted to support, it was for a transfer of license and to enlarge the licensed premises to include a seasonal outdoor patio. It has now been changed to include an annual patio on private property with 48 seats between the hours of 7 a.m. and 11 p.m. I just thought the community should know that.
Do you want to re-vote on it? No?
Well, I don't know whether it's fundamentally different. He and his attorney were, I would say, ambiguous about it, because they spoke of some kind of covering that could be used in bad weather. We asked whether that meant in the wintertime, and the answer was non-committal. But the documents that were put before us on which we voted said seasonal outdoor patio. It's now an annual outdoor patio. Whether it needs to be revoted, I would say no.
Okay. And one other one we might mention is the 7-Eleven store, which is now open. Last I saw, there was no signage there.
It's open.
Yes, it's open, even without signage. I guess the BRA hasn't approved the signage yet.
They did today.
Today?
Yeah, if you take a look at the ZLC report on the back page, it describes the current situation there. NEWRA did submit its last comment, including support for the latest design, and I put copies of that latest sign design on the front table. If you didn't get one, grab one on the way out. So we did issue support for that design, and yesterday, the BRA issued its approval to ISD, which can now issue a permit for the installation of the signs.
Okay. And you talk about some of the other promises they made about retaliation.
Yes, and part of the reason I raised those promises is because NUNIC has not yet completed its review. Notwithstanding the BRA's issuance of approval of the signs, NUNIC is taking up this issue at its meeting this Monday night. So I wanted everyone to know the issues that we had raised concern about, so that those issues, if appropriate, can be carried into the discussion at the NUNIC meeting as well.
Okay, if you have any issues with 7-Eleven, Monday night right here, you can go to the NUNIC. Since David brought it up, and you don't have to read it in the newspaper, he is stepping back from the ZLC and from NEWRA after a long period of great work. And we wanted to present something for our appreciation. your effort in the speech.
David, is it ticking?